I'm Tom Murray. I-94 is back open near Hawley. It was closed for 5 hours overnight because of a deadly 6-car pileup. A wrong-way driver caused the crash. That person died, but no one else is seriously injured. The driver's name has not been released. Construction this weekend on the Hone Bridge will cause some detours on southbound 794. Crews are demolishing a new section of bridge, so the Broadway on-ramp is closed. And Broadway itself is closed between Clybourne and St. Paul Avenue until 6 Monday morning. Autopsies set to be performed today on a 5-month-old baby and her mother's friend. The girl's father is accused of stabbing them to death. He is also accused of stabbing the child's mother and another adult. Finally, a decision on the Kenosha Casino. Governor Scott Walker has rejected the Menominee Tribe's $800 million proposal. That means the Potawatomi will remain the only casino within 50 miles of Milwaukee. The casino decision comes as Governor Walker makes his first stop of the year in Iowa, an all-important state for presidential politics. Tonight, Walker will speak to hundreds of Republicans at the Freedom Summit, selling Wisconsin politics.
It's new and fresh, it's big and bold, that comes from outside of Washington, and that most importantly is proven to work. I think is a better message than the path we've been heading in the past.
Sounds like you're running for president.
Something we're seriously looking at.
The governor speaks tonight. Our Charles Benson will have that part of the story tonight starting on Live at 5. Now, the Packers not going to the Super Bowl, but there are still a lot of Wisconsin athletes to watch. 6 former Badgers set to play for the Seahawks and Patriots in the big game. Wisconsin is the best represented college in the Super Bowl. Just a couple days left to check out the Milwaukee Boat Show. With 400 boats, it's bigger than ever. The boat show runs through tomorrow at the Expo Center at State Fair Park.
I'm Storm Team forecaster Michael Fish, letting you know how your day's going to pan out here. And actually, it's going to be a pretty mild one and quiet, at least during the daytime hours, but no records. That 60 degrees set back in 1950. You know, we've already been above the average high for most of the night for most of us. And as far as the rest of your day today, going to be well above that average high once again. So a relatively mild stretch going through part of January here. And as far as yesterday, that still was above average, 33 in Milwaukee. But what's on the way for today? Well, looking out to the west, you've got 37 in La Crosse, 39 in Minneapolis. No, it's not going to get as warm as Rapid City as 51, but still some of that milder air creeping in as the day goes on. Another thing you're going to notice as far as today is concerned, a little bit less wind than yesterday. Now, here's the thing, quiet during our daytime hours, but as the night goes on, that's when things start to change. So here we are going through the day, again, relatively quiet out there. As we go through the evening hours, future forecast trying to paint a little bit of light snow or flurry activity for Fond du Lac, Sheboygan, northern Ozaukee. Not a guarantee, but either way you cut it, we do have a clipper system on the way. As it moves on in, we are going to see that light snow developing and becoming a bit more widespread as the night goes on. Now, the key here is the exact track of the system. If we move it a little bit farther to the north and east, a little bit more snow for us. Farther to the south and west, even less than forecast right now. But here's a look at future forecasts in the morning, 8 o'clock. Still a little bit of light snow for some of us. That tapers off as the day goes on, maybe a couple peaks of sun, but boy, is it going to be windy as far as tomorrow. So here's kind of a closer look heading through the day. Again, the clouds, if you see any breaks out there, they're going to start to increase. Your evening looking all right, but watch as we go through the early evening to the north, a little bit of light snow, and then the rest of us as the night goes on, some light snow developing out there and some light accumulation as well. This will continue as we head into the morning hours, especially farther to the south and west. Again, if we track this a little bit to the north and east, we'll have to kick up the snow totals, but still, it's going to be tapering off as the morning goes on. Not an all-day snow event. After that moves out, you're going to notice that wind. So this is what it looks like right now. Expected snow late tonight going into Sunday, 1 to 2 inches. The higher totals to the south and west. And again, if we track this to the north and east, we'll see just a little bit more snow out there. But today during the day, 40 degrees, partly to mostly cloudy. Going to be a mild day, of course. That's well above average. For tonight, some light snow developing as the evening goes on, especially later on. Traced up to an inch by morning. The way it looks right now, as far as tomorrow, 27, the light snow ends, another trace to an inch. Here's a look at our next 7 days. You've got Monday, another chance of a little bit of light snow. Tuesday and Wednesday looking dry and a chance of some rain and snow on Thursday and 35 degrees.